folks, today I'm going to show you how to send an email to Gmail email using Python. There are many different ways to send an email with Python, but using an SMTP protocol, it is a very easy to send an email through Gmail. You will not be surprised to find that Python has a library to connect to the SMTP server like the one Gmail uses. This library is called smtp lib. So already SMTP Simple Transfer Protocol is an application level protocol used to communicate with the mail servers from the external devices like your phones or sending through the software codes. One thing to note here is that SMTP is only a delivery protocol. So in this video you will notice that I can only send the email but not able to receive it. So here I'm already started my Jupyter notebook. I'm gonna import that library. We call it smtp lib, and that smtp library will import that library. This is a Python package. So if you can see, you can go to Python documents here, and then you can also see that smtp lib is already there, and it has all this very nice documentation to go through it. But we may not really need it. So technically, what we do is that we want to have a secure SSL connection with a Gmail account. So that we can do with these commands. That we will first do the try exceptions there, and we call like a server SSL equal to smtp lib dot smtp underscore SSL. So we are actually starting a SSL connection, like a secure shell connection there, and the arguments it will take is smtp.gmail.com, and the other one is the port, and the secure port is 465. And we can also have another command, we call it like a server underscore, I should call it ssl.ehlo command. That's an optional command, and then usually we're gonna send an email. Like here we are sending an email. So this is the body will come in, and then we will do try and accept, and if something goes wrong we will say print something goes wrong. And let's try running it. So if there is no issue, it will try to open a SSL connection. If the connection is open, it will not say anything, and otherwise if there is a problem with the connection, it will say something goes wrong. So let's start. Let's create another. Let's now create an actual email here. So what actually an email is email is just a collection of many text connected by the new line characters. So what we can do is like we can write some kind of a email, something like this, that it should something look like this, like from my email at gmail.com, and it goes to, and we can call it like a to command, and it goes to our email at something like this. It can be Gmail account, it can be non-Gmail account. You can call it a subject, and the subject is you can call the subject as hey, how are you doing? Something similar like this. And we say, are you, and this is the body of the text. So I say, are you available for a coffee this weekend? Thanks. Me myself. So this is an email, we usually do it, but let's make it some kind of a, put it in some kind of a in a code there, so that we can always go back and change this one. So here is the Gmail. I call one variable called a Gmail user, and this is the username from where you are sending the email. In that case, I'm just giving my email. So I'm just gonna send that one, and this is my Gmail password, and I'm gonna blur this out so that you're not gonna see it, but I have to write it down. In this case, you have to do it as well. And we can say sent from, and we can another variable. This is, and that sent from Gmail user. So we already created that one. And 2 equal to, we can have different variable names. For example, I can send it to 2 different names. So I'm sending it to one of my account, and I'm gonna send it to another account, and they have to be coming in a quotes. So I'm sending it to the 2 different people there, but they are technically belongs to me. And I'm gonna write a subject. Subject is equal to sending an email from Python. How about that? And this is the body of the text. Body. Hey, I hope you are doing very well. And that's it. And the way I will write it down is that I will write it like an email text. So email underscore text, so I'm just doing it with the backslash there, and then we just write it down from %s to, so that in the email you will see all this information. %s, this is just a body of text, so you can write whatever you want, but we are just writing it just to make it look nicer, that what did you actually send. So %s as well, and %s, and then we're gonna close this one, and we call that one %. And then you can see that this first %, it has to be sent from, and the other one is to, third one is subject, and I have a wrong spelling here, so just do subject, and the last one is comma body. So it will replace everything with these values and then call it an email text. So that is good enough. So we created an email account there. So this is the body of the email. So right now we want to send an email. So let's do what we already did. This thing we kind of copy and paste just to save some time. So we already created a secure shell, and here we want to send an email. So there are a few things we can do here. So first of all, we have to connect to the server. So we call it email login, and the login you have to give them the username and the password. Once the Gmail is using password, then the other server underscore SSL and server underscore SSL dot send mail, that is the send mail, and the send mail gets information that from send from to and email text. This is the information it will take. And once we are done, we have to close the server. Server underscore SSL dot close. So we close this one and we just write it down. Once everything goes well, we just say print email is sent. Nice. And otherwise we'll say something goes wrong. Okay, but let's try to run this one. So if I run it, it will take some time. Let's import that smtp module as well, just in case. If you're running it standalone, just run it. So you can see that Jupyter notebook is running and something goes wrong, exactly what we are expecting. So it goes wrong. The reason is that once the Gmail tries to open an account, SMTP connection, by default Gmail does not allow you to send an email through SMTP. So what they have to do is that you have to explicitly give the permission. So if you go here, they will ask in a support google.com. They can say that I will send you a link as well in the bottom. So what you have to do is you have to click that less secure apps, and it will open up this less secure apps, and you have to tell them that you allow the secure app to go in, and you say yes, and it will say updated. So you will send an email on your Gmail account as well that SMTP is using a less secure application. But that's it. That's what we want to do. So let's run it again. Hopefully it should work. It is running. Okay, it is running and something goes wrong again. What happened? So let's try to. Okay, I got an issue there. I'm using a wrong variable name. Let's do it again. And something goes wrong again. Okay, so we are trying to figure out what is the issue here. I think I used a wrong variable name. Rather than from send from, it should be sent from. And other thing I'm seeing here, that I'm sending an email to 2 of the email accounts. So what we have to do is we have to join them, and the way to join them is with the join command for a string. So you join the 2 elements, and then you join these 2 emails. So I'm gonna change that email to my another account just in case. And I think that looks good. Let me try to send an email and see what it goes. So you can see that it is running. It's taking much longer than before, so hopefully we will be good. See, email sent. And if I go to my email account, I will see that my email is already being sent. Okay, and if I go to my email account, I can see that the email is sent from Gmail on November 22nd, 11:26 p.m. With the TSL description. And the email is, hey, I hope you're doing very well. That's it. And I hope you enjoy that. I hope you enjoy this video tutorial how to send an email. Now you can do many things. For example, in an account, you have all the contacts in your Excel sheet. You can get from Excel sheet the names and also the email address, and you can send all these guys some kind of a greetings, or we can send an email through a Gmail account. I hope you have a good day, and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Bye.